Up next, Judy Hiddell takes us to Amity Creek Farm, where Pygora goats rule the roost.
The pursuit of softness translates into cashmere sweaters. At Susan Bennett's farm, she raises Pygora goats. Their fleece is spun into the yarn that fiber artists yearn for.
Now these are Pygora bucks. Mac is one of the original Pygoras here in Minnesota, brought here by Kathy and Karen, two sisters from Oregon. And just about any Pygora here in Minnesota is related to Mac. He's about 5 now. Yes, I've got cookies. This is Jake. He's got, not a brother, this is Elwood. They're my 2 bucks that I've been breeding with here to kind of bring up the fleece quality here in Minnesota.
Pygora is a crossbreed between Angora and Pygmy goats. They have been a registered breed since 1978. The crossbreed has distinct advantages.
Angora is a nice goat too. The downside on the Angora is as they get older, their fiber becomes more coarse and then eventually get unusable. Their fiber is usable till their death. And they live about 15 years a doe. If you stop breeding them at 10, they'll live to be about 15.
Susan worked in the corporate world for 20-plus years. When she and her husband Jeffrey bought the farm, her love of animals pointed her in a different direction.
We bought this farm and I thought, well, I'll start out with something small, a couple goats. I've always liked goats, and that's when I got the Nubian and the Pygmy. And then I read about Pygora goats, and there was an ad in the paper for some Pygora goats in Cromwell. So I answered that ad, bought a goat, and I remember Karen, the woman who sold them to me, said, goats are like potato chips. You can't stop with one. And I laughed at her, thinking, oh, if I can stop at one, well, 20 goats later, and I'm still going. These are the girls. Here's Candy. She's one of the original ones. This is Nefertiti. This is Sweet Pea.
This is Sweet Pea.
That's Popping Corn. This is Patches.
Susan and Jeffrey's goal is that a herd of 30-plus goats will supplement their retirement. That's a lot of fleece and a lot of work.
Shelly's ready for her first shearing. Up we go. Come on, baby goat. Come on, sweetheart. Need some help? Up we go. There you go. Good girl. It's all right. There you are. There's some oats for you. Good girl. Okay, I'm going to trim her hoofs first. Now they have a split hoof. So the first thing you want to do is take that tip off and then get in there and get the side walls. And I do this about every 4 weeks, and definitely during the thaw.
Susan uses a blower to help rid Shelley's fleece of the fiber artist's biggest enemy, vegetable matter.
Now, how's that for a fluffy little goat? That does a wonderful job. It gets a lot of it out. That saves a lot of work and processing.
The correct tension on the shears is a must for an easy cut.
Now, see how that's coming off just like butter? Now you know you got your tension right. This is the exciting part about goat rearing, is shearing time. This is what we work so hard for. She'll be sheared twice a year. I can do process shearing about 5 goats a day. I like to take my time. I have the radio going. I find when I'm relaxed, the goats are relaxed. And I can shear a goat in 5 minutes, but I like to skirt it and get home. 1 sheared goat. This is good, Shelley. 19 more to go.
Each individual goat produces a different type of fleece, and they are registered according to their grade.
There is no good and bad. The C grade is a commercial cashmere. It's very soft, shorter fiber. It is commercial cashmere. B is in between, mohair and cashmere. It's my favorite to spin. Everyone has their own preference. Your A, which sounds like the best, is just another type of fiber. It's more on the mohair side. It's got the length and the curl, but the softness of the cashmere.
Susan's goats produce about 72 pounds of fleece a year. She sends most of it to a commercial processor, but keeps about 10 pounds on hand to play with.
This is your raw fiber right off the goat, and what we're going to do is pick it. So all I'm going to do is pull this fiber apart. I'll be able to find the mats this way, get rid of all of that. But as you pull it apart, you can see what I'm getting in the bottom of this bucket.
The fleece is washed and then de-haired.
And this will also get rid of the guard hairs, and it will get rid of the rest of the vegetable matter that's in there.
Next, the fleece is fed through a drum carder.
What we're going to try to do is get these fibers going in one direction. And that's a roving. Now I would run that through a couple more times, but you see how we've straightened those fibers out? It's now ready to spin. So this is called a single that I'm spinning here. And it's so fun making your own yarn and then making something out of your own yarn. And knowing that you grew the yarn too, and you know the goat that it came from.
The yarn is sold by the ounce, and Susan sells as much as she can produce. It will only take a handful of buyers to secure her future.
My thrill is coming out of watching the herd grow and producing the type of goat I want to produce. I'm going for fiber quality. My goal is to get Minnesota on the map as some of the best fleece producing Pygoras in the country.
Check out her website at amitycreekpygora.com.